Welcome, my friends, to Cuéntame USA with Moncho Camano. This
Hey,
week, this
hello.
we got a friend here. Uh, we got a new interview, and this is a good one, I think. Cuéntame USA with Moncho Camano. Today, I'm speaking with Rafa Hell. He's the brain of Extize. Uh, they combine a bunch of stuff: dark electro, EBM, even Western sound, electro industrial. Who the hell knows? A bunch of stuff. Dark wave. You can name it, and he's doing it.
Yeah, we call it dirty tronic
Okay,
because there are too many different jars.
sounds good to me. So we got Rafa. Thank you for being here today, Rafa. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for inviting me.
Mm. Uh, I think you are from Heidelberg. Are you residing in Heidelberg, Germany right now?
I'm living in Heidelberg, Germany, but
Okay.
I'm born in France.
Okay, so it's a Franco-German dude.
Yeah, yeah,
So let me tell you guys, Rafa we could say is a night owl because he told me he's a very active guy at night. We can call him a night rider, I guess, or maybe a nyctophile. I don't know what the hell.
Nyctophile is good. Night Rider is a bit too much David Hasselhoff.
He's just the opposite of myself, you know. I'm at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm up. I'm an early bird. So, but
Okay.
he's he's still out, and I'm already getting up. You know what I mean. So, I mean, I heard. Let me be sincere about the Extize. I just found out about the band not that long ago. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 3 4 months ago.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm a newbie, you know. So I listen to a bunch of songs, and when I listen to them, I'm like, with a name with like Gothic Pussy and Chucky's rap, it says something is going on here. Dirty Freddy and all those songs. I had to get in touch
Yeah.
with the band and like the guy. So I'm like, something is really cool about this band. So once I started listening to all the different songs and all those collaborations and stuff, I said, man, this is the stuff I really enjoy. So that's the reason I'm getting a good talk with him, a good conversation. So if you don't mind, Rafa, if let's for the guys, maybe in Alabama or who knows, in Alaska who don't know who the band Extize is and the project you're
Yeah.
carrying, just if we go back a little bit to, I always go back to the teenage years because that's when the whole thing starts, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, sure.
were you like an extrovert kid or more like an introvert? Because it seemed to me like you are a very open-minded person, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, generally, no, let's say it like that. I grew up in a ultra hardcore Catholic coven.
Mm,
So I have a very, very religious background.
mm,
And I went in this school till I was something like 14 years old.
mm,
And during this time, well, I guess I was always a bit introvert in this time because we were not allowed to talk.
okay.
Uh, we had it was really strict. You know, we could talk a bit when we had a break, like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the noon, and after the school. But
Hmm.
everything was really like
But
really
you're talking
straight.
about a Catholic school? Like,
Yeah, yeah, Catholic convent school. So
hmm.
it was really, really, yeah, really strict. And I went in such a school till I was 14 years old. And
Hmm.
at this point, I went to the normal school, and
Hmm.
then I started to listen to gothic, to rock, to metal. I started to make my first piercing,
Hmm.
exactly the opposite than as I lived. And from this moment, I got super extroverted. You know,
Right. I thought you were maybe. like the type of like a class clown, but you didn't have it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't be the class clown for
Yeah, at from my 14th, I
for
were the class clown. I were always good mood. Everybody, I wanted to laugh with everybody.
so it.
But before, I could not do
Mm,
that because we
okay.
were not allowed.
So
You know,
they opened the gates and you became,
yeah, yeah, that's
independent
it.
and a very active dude, I guess.
Yeah,
Always looking for attention, I guess, right?
not necessary
Not
attention,
necessarily.
but looking for joy, for happiness. You know.
Mm. So you still you go back to those times and think, what the hell happened when I was a young dude? Well, were you blaming somebody? Like, my, I don't know, my parents. What the hell?
Well, when I was in the school, I was really blaming my parents.
Right.
But after, when I was like 18 years old, I understood why they did that. And the thing is, I jumped a class because I was more far away than the other kids from my age who went to the normal school. So everything made sense. Okay, that's strict, but I learned discipline. I learned how to work, and now I am really thankful that my parents did that.
Hmm.
But when I was there, I was blaming them all the time. I was asking why,
Yeah.
all my friends from the village
Hmm.
had no school anymore in the afternoon, and we had to stay at the school till 8. You know, and I didn't understood why. What did I do? Why can't I just play with my friends from the village who are going to the normal school? You know.
Hmm. Were
But
they
after
punished?
that,
Did
yeah,
they punish you in school? Those
yeah.
teachers?
We got on the
Yeah,
fingers.
yeah, yeah.
It was really old school.
Because I had the same thing, and I was really young. I didn't even, but when I was like 6, 7, 6, and then till 10, I was like getting. It wasn't a Christian school, but the teacher, he played the organ in church, so we had to do with the church.
Okay.
And he will
Okay.
just every time he was getting angry, he will send me out and find us. He tell me get a stick, whatever stick you find, and come back. And he will hit me with a stick. So
Yeah.
all that
We
stuff.
got the same. I got the same.
So it's very similar, I guess. So
Yeah.
this is when did you move? Well, translate to move to Germany. How old were
Well,
you then?
when I was 18 years old,
Hmm.
I wanted to study music business, to do something with music. And
Hmm.
in France, there were no music business school. So
Hmm.
I checked, okay, where is the next music business school? And one was 2 hours far away in
Hmm.
Germany, and the
Hmm.
other one was in the north of England. And I was
Hmm.
talking to my parents and say, okay, I want to study music business. And my mother said, you don't go in North England. You go 2 hours away, you learn German, and that's far enough. And so I had to learn German. And
Hmm.
then I moved to Germany. So when I was 19,
Hmm. So
and then I stayed here.
yeah, they just stay there. So
Yeah.
the big difference, like I guess the big change for you when you moved to Germany, especially I guess with music and all those clubs and bands and so much
Yeah.
scene.
And anyway, I come from the east of France,
Hmm.
really at the German border.
Border.
So
Hmm.
I, I grew up a bit with German because in this area of France, it's very German because before the war it was Germany,
Ah,
and
okay.
France took it back.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
And
hmm.
anyway, I was used to go in the clubs in Germany or to go in Germany because it was cooler, you know.
So why
What
did you
wo-
why did you enjoy like the new metal and hip hop? Where did you like into any other music genres like the very popular, bands of those I don't know if it's the 90s. I have had no idea when that 2000s, I guess. I don't know when.
yeah, yeah. You mean what did I listen to the
Yeah,
90s
yeah.
or
When
yeah,
you
yeah. I listened to a lot of stuff. So my main thing was obviously rock and metal, and
Hmm.
Gothic when I went out of this convent school,
Hmm.
but I was always really open-minded. I love old school French hip hop. I love Eurodance, Italian Eurodance, Italo
Okay.
dance. I love
Okay.
that
So you
shit.
love everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. So I guess it's bands like, I don't know, maybe Limp Bizkit or something. I don't know.
Limp Bizkit is a new metal. I grew up. It was my
Li-
teenage time. So
Linkin,
Limp
Linkin,
Bizkit,
Linkin
Marilyn
Park.
Manson, Linkin Park, System
Yeah.
of a Down.
System of a Down.
That
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was exactly when I became like with long hair and skater boy, and that was this time new metal, end of the 90s, and
Hmm.
yeah.
So when did you start playing any instruments? Did you go to school, to a conservatory, music school, or do you have a teacher, or
No,
everything was
I learned myself
okay?
a bit of everything. So generally I'm bad at each music instrument. I'm not bad, but I'm not good at any instrument. I can do a little bit of everything, you know, and that's enough to produce electronic music. You can do a little bit of everything, and that's enough. I
Right.
never wanted to be a great guitar player, whatever. That was never my goal,
And what about
actually.
singing? Do you practice? Do you because you yeah
I
same
just
thing.
try to sing like my idols. So
Hmm.
uh, I try to sing like Marilyn Manson or Rob Zombie or Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Right.
Especially, I trained a lot when I was a teenager with the soundtrack of the movie Queen of the Damned,
Okay.
because there were a lot of my idols on it, like Korn, Deftones, Linkin Park, and so on. And
Hmm.
that was a big influence to train my voice.
So did you play in any other bands before the project? No, you didn't play any other.
No, no,
You
that's
just
my first, and yeah, that was my first band,
so
actually.
so the band began as a when in 2007 more or less.
Yeah, 2007. So I started to write the first demos like 2006, 2007, but the
Hmm.
first official release was 2009, something like that. Yeah,
Fallout Nation, is that the album that you
that's the first album. Yeah,
Fallout? But was the Extize was the name or Cyberella? What was the name of the band? Well, I mean
yeah. The band was always called Extize,
okay,
and back in time when I started this project, there were a movement in the German Gothic scene. It was called Cyber Gothic. That
okay.
was the emergence of this sub scene,
Hmm.
and the my first goal was to be the worldwide first Cyber Gothic band,
Okay.
and that's why my first nickname was Cyberella, and
Okay.
the nickname of the other bands guys were also Cyber Slut, Cyber blah 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 blah.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
So on this project, on this plan, you always try to incorporate your happiness because I always see you happy in all the videos I see and all the, live. You're like you do your I don't know. You could say that it's a playfulness that just evokes some kind of a fun atmosphere,
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
the audience. Something that to make the audience like truly enjoy it. You got a strong, I guess, feel for for thrills and excitement. I guess.
Yeah, actually, that's my goal generally. Also in life, I like to make people smile and to make people happy. Of course,
Hmm.
I can also be serious, and
Of
I
course,
could write really serious, dramatic songs. But there are so many people that can do it much
much
better than
better.
me,
Hmm.
and I know that my strength is to bring people to smile, and it was always like that. And I said, okay, Extize will be that, and
Hmm.
I that's me. That's me.
Yeah, it's very, very. You know, I listen to a lot of bands and music and artists and this, but this is something different for me. I mean, also, Rafa, you enjoy really the horror films and the film culture. That you add a lot of that into your music. All those
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my second love. After
Mm.
music, it's horror and sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, horror fans are generally the nicest group of people, you know. The people who love horror movies, they're not like gonna, they're not like
Yeah.
into a lot of violence and stuff that I,
No, that's
just
peaceful people. Yeah.
just the opposite seems like to me.
Yeah.
And the sounds of the Extize, you put out a lot of records and singles and records through all the years. Uh,
Hmm.
the sound, your sound keeps evolving throughout the years. You approach the music, around, I guess, surprising ways from record to record. It's sometimes freaky, but it's in a good way. I think, it's surprising a lot of times, peculiar,
Yeah.
but it's always something new, you know?
That's uh, that's what I want to do. I'm someone I get bored really quick if I do always the same thing. Of course, I could have done this cyber goth sound from the beginning till now,
Mm.
but that's not me, and that's I find it boring, and I need challenge to move on, and that's why I'm writing so many different music. Like there is an Extize hip hop song, there is
Right.
synth pop, there is everything, and
Yeah.
it's because it's challenged me, and for the people it's also cool
Yeah.
because they never know what to expect, and
Right.
that make it like more special, I guess, for the people. It's surprising,
Yeah.
and
Surprising. Very
yeah,
surprising. Also, you run the Dark Tunes music label
yeah.
since 2013, could be? Yeah, more or less. 2000.
To yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
I did it like in full time as my full job, but I started it earlier. So I
Mm.
started to build it after when I came back from work. I worked on the label, and one day I could say I could quit my work and say, okay, I'm doing the label in full time, and yeah, it was 2013, something like that. Yeah.
Mm. It's a bunch of great artists on that label. Really good. I wish maybe I could interview some of them. I don't know.
Sure, sure.
By Serena or Agnes or I don't know her own world.
Definitively, definitively.
Omnimar. I don't know.
Everybody, I can connect with everybody. The name you just dropped, just great people and
Yeah.
super interview partner. So let's do that. I'm gonna connect you with
Yeah, that would be
everybody.
great to interview the whole label.
Yeah, and with
But I already
Serena,
interviewed
yeah,
Serena, right? Agnes, I think it's Agnes the other one. Agnes. Is it Agnes? Agnes?
Agnes, yeah,
Yeah,
from
that's
Poland.
from
Yeah,
Poland. Like her
yeah,
own world also are from Poland, no?
also from Poland. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's her name? You are in a video with her with what's her name? You? I think it's you. I don't remember.
Yeah,
You, right? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of great bands and people over there. It's like for me, they look like just a nice family, helping each other.
yeah. And that's a bit the feeling I try to have inside the Actions. It's when I signed a new band, the first thing I check after, of course, the quality of the music is, do we match from a human point of view?
Yeah,
Because that's the most important thing
yeah,
when, for me, I love my job, I love running a label, and that works only if I'm surrounded by really great
yeah, yeah.
people.
Because I interviewed Circuit Preacher. That's how I started.
Yeah,
He's
Tyler,
a really good dude, So
he's so cool.
yeah,
And I think if he would live here in Germany, we would probably be best friends. you know, we have also a lot of similarities, and yeah,
yeah. And the wife, whatever.
yeah.
And the,
Emma is cool. He's so
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. Your band has played a lot of major festivals. I know you play the Wave Gothic
The Wave Gothic
Treffen,
Treffen,
yeah,
yeah,
in Leipzig, the Castle Party, I think
Castle
Festival,
Party,
Dark
yeah,
Fest. You play all Mera Luna,
the Mira Luna, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
year was crazy. It was
yeah,
really crazy.
yeah. You've been
Yeah.
busy. And you collaborate with a lot of artists from your label, so that's another good
I
thing, you know.
Yeah, I try. The last few years, I really got a run with Extize. We got so many fans coming
Yeah,
the last 2 3 years, and I wanted that the other artists from the label also take advantage of that, and that's why
yeah,
I told them, let's do a featuring, because right now many people are checking Extize out. So
yeah,
if we do now a featuring, they will check you out, and we can push you
yeah,
too. And since I'm super open about the music, I can collaborate with everybody, and I have always fun.
yeah,
Never mind what's their music genre is. And
yeah.
yeah, that's why I ask everybody from the label, and there are
Yeah.
more to come. There are more
Sure, that's
featuring to
great.
come
You know,
after the next album. Yeah,
that's cool. I've been busy this week. This guy is keeping me busy this week, watching all those different videos with all those collaboration and the bands, and you know, I don't remember the first song. Maybe probably was "Open You." I don't remember. "Open Your Eyes" or was it? I don't know. "Dark Night" with
Dark
we
Knight
were talking with
with
her on our world. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But now you got a bunch of singles you've been putting out lately, like techno, Viking, medieval.
yeah.
I think medieval was. Is it the last one you published?
Medieval is the first one of the new cycle from the new album. So
Okay,
Medieval was the first one. Then there were Techno Viking last
Tech-
week,
right, techno
and
Viking. Yeah.
each 3 weeks I'm going to drop a new single from the album, and the album will come out at my birthday on May 20th.
May
Yeah,
20th. Yeah. And
yeah,
is it called DeLorean 666? Is that right?
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
car, the Back to the Future,
yeah.
the piece of shit car that I know I drove that car. You know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend had it. He had one of those
Oh, cool.
from the 80s. I think it was 81 or 82, the one he had before with the wings.
Yeah, yeah,
It was a
yeah.
piece of shit. Let
Exactly.
me tell you, it was so slow, that car. It looked so cool, but the engine was garbage. It
uh,
was just it was decoration, you know. It was a great looking vehicle, but she couldn't do much with it.
I mean,
In the movie it looks fantastic.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't need to drive fast.
I always love
but but
people.
but yeah, it's from the movie, because the concept of the album is a time travel, and
Yeah,
that's
right.
why the first single, the concept of the upcoming album is a time travel through the music history,
Okay.
and that's why the first single was Medieval. That's like Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Then we move to the Viking. Then the next one will be Swing with industrial music,
Oh, that's cool.
and then there will be disco, punk, new metal,
Hmm.
blues, and
Wow.
there are 15 tracks, and it's
Wow.
a
It's a long album.
travel through the music uh, history, and
So
that's
from
why it's called DeLorean.
DeLorean. Yeah.
Yeah,
DeLorean. Yeah, but
DeLorean 666. Yeah.
you don't go into the future. You go from the back to the present, I guess, right?
To the present, but the last track is cyberpunk,
Okay.
because cyberpunk is like futuristic, but the music genre was in like 2 years or 3 years ago. So
Okay.
I'm stopping this first travel like in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. So your style is just to keep making concept albums because that's what you try to make, right? Always with a
yeah.
common
I
thread.
started. Yeah. I started. I always did concept album with Extize, always.
Hmm.
And for me, in my brain is like, if you do an album, all this song has to be connected with something, for
Yeah.
me.
Right.
And that's how I work. I need a red line when I start to write a new album, and that's why I need concept. And it's
Hmm.
much more fun to have concept, I think.
Right.
My favorite artist, or at least the artists who influence me a lot, like Marilyn Manson, for example, they always
Right.
have concept in everything, and I grew up with that.
Hmm.
And yeah,
So when you write songs, when do you have a you always have a project in mind when you write songs, or you
yeah.
just write every day whatever you feel like? It's a
I
project.
have a project in mind. So first, with Extize, I first have the concept of the
Mm,
album. So
mm,
before that, I wrote the first song. I already had this idea to do a time travel. Or right now, I already know um, what will be the concept of the next album. You know,
okay.
and I have so many ideas for concept, and I want to do them all. You know, and but that's how I start. I have the concept, and then
Mm.
when I know, okay, um, I have the concept. I need 15 tracks. For example, with the next album, DeLorean 666,
Right.
I knew I wrote down, okay, we start at the Celtic time. So track one will be Celtic industrial. Track two will be medieval techno. Track three, Viking. And I wrote everything down. And
Oh,
then
okay.
when I had time to do music, I was, okay, today I feel like Viking because I watched the series, and then I'm inspired. So let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this Viking track in the next 3 days. And
Hmm.
then check. Then next one, cyberpunk.
That's cool.
Let's do that.
Hmm.
And that's how I work. And also, no, I already started to write the first track of the next album.
Oh, you're already
And
thinking ahead. Yeah.
yeah, I'm that comes from this Catholic school. You learn how to have discipline, how to be organized, and how to always finish something before you start something else. And
Hmm.
that's how my brain works. You know, I really have. I cannot open 20 projects, and uh, I have to do one finish check, next one finish
Hmm.
check, and I and even if it's a bad song and I feel okay, it's a bad song, I make it finished. I
Hmm.
finish it, and then I let it. And 2 months later, I listen to it and say, okay, that's shit. We threw it away, and I start from zero. You
So,
know?
but did you ever go back to all recordings and all stuff that you written down and try to perfection? No, you forget about that. That's garbage for you.
Yeah, I finish it. Um, in the moment I finish it, that I say, okay, for me it's done this track, and I let it. So,
Hmm.
and if I want to come back to it sometimes I just change some details because I wrote 1 year ago and I want to take this track on the album,
Right.
but I bought a new synth or a new FX, and I say, oh, I have to put this
Hmm.
on the synthesizer. But I never take an older track and try to make it better. You know.
Hmm. Do you have any like musical vision that you haven't been able to realize for technical or financial reasons?
No,
Nothing yet.
I there are always ways, especially now. You know, I can realize everything which is in my mind from the musical point of view. You know, if I need an orchestra,
Hmm.
I get it. It's a virtual orchestra. It sounds very similar. If
Okay.
I need a singer, I know so many great female singer everywhere. Everything is possible. So, and
Hmm.
also for this new concept album, DeLorean 666, it was really a big challenge because I had to analyze,
Hmm.
okay, how do you write a swing or a Lindy Hop song? What makes the essence of the Lindy Hop? So
Right.
first, I have to listen to a lot of stuff from jar, and then I have to find out, okay, what is this instrument? Where do I get it? I go online, I search for it, I buy a program to do it. And same with the Viking, the
Right.
new Viking single. There are a lot of instruments, these all Viking instruments. I don't have them on my computer. I have first to research, okay, what do you need to do a Viking song? I never did
Ah.
that in my life. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
it's a labor of love for Ralph to do all that.
yeah, it's a but everything is possible, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, last year, if you told me, so now write a Viking song, I were
Yeah.
like,
How do I start?
I
I don't
have
know.
no idea
Right.
how to do
But
that. And
everything is out there right now, and it's easy to find. It's not like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and you are in charge of the whole product, like the music, the mixing. I don't know,
Everything.
mastering,
So
everything, artwork, even
uh,
the artwork, right?
no, artwork 50%,
Oh, 50.
because I already have the ideas. I exactly know what I need, what I want, and how does it look like. But
Mm.
sometimes I had just no time, and I'm not like I told you. Same with the music. I am not a super good producer, but I
Right.
can do a little bit of everything. The same with the artwork. I can deal with Photoshop, with Illustrator, everything.
Mm.
But to reach what I have in mind, sometimes I have to call, for example, you from Her Own World did all the single cover
Oh, okay.
of this new album, and Xarina
Ah,
did all the physical product packaging. So we just finished today to design the
wow,
collector box.
wow.
And when I know, okay, these people are much better than me and I trust them, and I'm so happy to give them money because they are in my family, in my
Right.
label family. And I call Xarina, I told her, hey,
Yeah.
I want to do a digipack and a booklet and that and that, and it should look like that. Can you do it? And she was like, yeah, sure. And she did so good. I'm so happy because I got the
Mm.
box today. It's just perfect. And
You,
but for the
you got the
music,
right people. You got the right people. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
know how to get them, and you connect well with them, so you can trust them after that.
that's also a part of my job at the label,
Mm.
to put the people that belong together and to help each other.
Mm.
I'm pretty good at management because it's management. You have to know people, you have
Of
to
course.
connect people, and I used it for my own project too. I know my limits for the artworks, and I don't want to do too cheap stuff.
Right. Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
and for the music, I learned everything in the last 20 years myself. So
Mm.
I don't need anybody, and I think it's good enough for
Yeah.
my goal.
For you.
So yeah,
And you also he's also a DJ because I seen it. He's
yeah, I'm
DJ.
DJing,
He's the,
or I was a DJ like 15 years long, in several clubs here. So on monthly basis, I was a resident DJ, but now the last 4 years, I stopped doing it at resident DJ because I had no time anymore. And I
mm,
just DJ when people ask me, generally the festivals
mm.
ask me to DJ. And yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool. I seen all those videos. I've been doing the job. He's also the band. Do you enjoy? I guess you enjoy playing live a lot. It's like more. It's happy.
sure.
You feel better than much. Free. I guess freer on stage than working in the studio. It's like I don't know. It's harder for you to be on stage, or both things are
I
good.
Both things are good.
Mm.
I also love to be alone. I love it to be alone in the studio and to write music. Uh, it always depends. This summer we did so many festivals
Yeah.
and I loved it. But then I was really happy to know, okay, no, I'm staying at home for the at least 4 next months is I'm at home. And I was like, oh, that's so cool to be at home. And I know exactly in 4 months is I will be so happy to go on tour, you know. So I love everything.
You love everything.
But as I told, I get bored quickly. If I
Mm.
do the same thing a too long time, I get bored and I need to do something else.
But could you be by yourself a whole week with nobody around? You will have no problems.
No problem.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Also, entire month. I have really not. I
I
have,
c-
you know, I
I
have
understand.
so many things to do at the label,
Mm.
with Extize, with my side project, which is called Bestseller. And I
Right.
have 1 million. My life, my lifetime will not reach to do everything that I have in mind on a musical basis, on a professional basis, like the label, like other business. I have so many ideas, but
Right.
yeah, so I have really no problem to be alone and to work. I love to work.
Yeah.
For me, that's my hobby actually.
So, so since you started, there were a lot of lineup changes, right? There were people that came in and right now there is you who are the actual members of the band? I have the names, but I don't know if they're the
Yeah,
right
yeah.
ones. We
So
got this Jan Dysfunction is the first one.
Jam Dysfunction is
Of the
my
keys.
keyboarder. Then I have DJ Barros.
DJ Barrow.
He's also at the keyboard and the laptop and the mixing table. And our drummer, Jan, he's also called Jan
Hmm.
Mondi.
Monday.
He's
Okay.
the drummer. And we have our girls, the Vixen, our stage
Right.
dancer, who are amazing people. And
Those
they are,
girls,
oh,
they really animate and arouse the audience. When I
yeah.
watch some of those videos, I cannot keep my eyes off them. I don't look at Rafa that much anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the good thing with our audience, with our fans, there are like boys and girls
yeah.
and
It's cool.
heterosexual and
Every
lesbian and everything. So there
everything
is
in
everything on
one
stage for
package.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody enjoys it, no matter who they are. It
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
an old man, a 60, 70 years old man, or a 18-year-old. It's so good. It's so good.
yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had any like technical glitches or major accidents during one of your live shows?
Always, there are always things happening. Like for example, best example, the last show. It was 3 weeks ago at a festival called Dark Dance Treffen. That
Hmm.
was the last show of the tour.
Yeah.
And during song number 4, I got a muscle in my left leg that got stretched, but really that broke a bit.
Oh shit.
So
Hmm.
I thought I have so in-ear monitoring, and it comes with a small battery pack, which is in
Right.
my pocket.
Right.
And I thought it fell down because I felt like a pack.
Right.
And you see me, there are videos of it. You see me looking behind me and see that there is nothing on the floor, but it was my leg. It
Oh
was
man.
it was the muscle that just broke,
Stretched out.
stretch, and
Yeah.
on stage I had a lot of adrenaline. I didn't really feel any pain, but
Yeah.
the day after I could not walk anymore, you know. And or at the Castle Party Festival, my drummer, because the stage was a bit small in the back, I
Hmm.
had to go behind my drummer to go on stage.
Hmm.
And he's always doing large moves,
Right.
and he hit my microphone directly off my hand. And I had to sing first song. My microphone was down, and then it was broken. So, and it was the first song. There were always problems, but the thing is, you just have to keep calm. Nobody got it.
Yeah.
Nobody got the problem with my microphone, and because I had a backup microphone, and people
Hmm.
just didn't get it, or nobody got it that I really hurt myself really bad. So yeah,
What about your
it's life.
Rafa? What about your lyrics? Did you forget? Are you like a lyric forgetter? You forget the lyrics and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
keep on
yeah, yeah.
going. That's it.
That's why on stage I have an iPad,
Hmm.
which is synchronized with the music. It's like karaoke singing
Ah,
because
okay.
the lyrics are coming.
Right.
I because I do so many things my entire life, I can't remember my own lyrics. I just can't remember them.
Of course. Yeah. It happens to a lot
But
of
yeah,
artists. Yeah.
yeah,
What about the audience? Like, there's always crazy lunatics in the audience. I don't know, yelling and screaming, or I don't know, causing some kind of disturbance. Are you a guy with the short fuse, like that you have your temper just explodes quickly, or you don't really get that angry?
I I got never angry. I'm really peaceful. Of I had never any problem.
Mm.
On for example, a few years ago, we went on tour with Project Pitchfork. So,
Okay.
and that's a total different audience from our audience. And I
Right.
knew before when Peter invited me, I was like, I think your fans won't like me
Hmm.
because I'm not serious. I mean, I'm serious, but I'm not the true gothic with
Right.
a lot of
Understand.
emotional. Our show is a party,
Right.
and your audience is more about emotions, feeling, and I'm not sure if it will work. And he said, "Never mind, come do it."
Right.
And I have no problem with that. And I guess it was the second show. The first row just turned their back
Hmm.
during the entire show of me because
Right.
they just didn't want to have us because we were too loud and too much party. And
Yeah.
in the middle, directly in front of me, I heard one woman telling to another, "Yeah, he should go away. He shits, blah blah." And
Right.
I listened to everything. And during the song, I went down.
Yeah.
I went in the middle to her. I put my arm around her, and I took a picture like that.
That's
You know,
great.
I've everything with humor.
Yeah,
I don't let me stress on everything. I'm
that's
really
great. Yeah.
peaceful and all good.
That's
All good.
great. I have another question regarding the titles of your albums because they're very interesting. I don't know, like Sex, Dogs, and Industrial, the Redneck and Industrial. They're so
Yeah,
funny, Don't fuck with an angel. Is it the other? Is it Don't fuck with an angel? Is that the other
yeah,
one?
yeah. Don't
Yeah,
fuck with an angel.
those are really, they're very, I don't know, punkish stuff. Anarchy Engineers. There's very. How do you come up with these titles? Just whatever comes to you. That's it.
I have no idea when. For, no, for this album, DeLorean 66,
Right.
666. When I wrote the list of the track I want to do, I already had the album name. You know, and it was always like that for all the concepts I have. I already have the name of the next album. You know.
Yeah. So when you're on your everyday chores, do you listen to a lot of just certain types of music or anything while you work or you do different tasks? Do you just listen to everything?
I listen to everything, so mostly gothic and metal music,
Mm.
because first I have to listen to all the demos I get for the label, and at the label we have several big Spotify playlists,
Okay.
and people can pitch their music to our playlist. So each day I get at least between 30 and 50 songs
Okay.
that I listen to put or not in the playlist, and
Mm-hmm.
it's different kind of stuff because we have a metal playlist, gothic dark wave, a gothic electro, dark pop. We have a lot of playlists, so I
Hmm.
listen to everything. But I have some moody playlist also that I made for myself when I know, okay, today I have to do that or to clean the office or whatever. I have my playlist that I know that it pushed me, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, what are your plans after the for next year? Because you saying the album, the Lorian 666 is coming in May to
Yeah.
2025. So you're gonna keep putting out those singles, and after the record is released, is that when you want going on tour to play these songs, or
Yeah, yeah.
before
So
that?
no, no. Um, this year I played at our show a lot of track from the DeLorean album just to
Okay,
test them. It's the first time I play tracks that are not released. Not
okay.
all, but a few. Just
Mm-hmm.
because we played on so many festivals. I don't know why, but all the festival came to me and said, "What's about Extize?"
Right.
And I said yes to everybody, and then I was like, I don't want to play the old stuff that we played. So let's play for the first time new songs that nobody knows. I just want
Right.
to see how people react.
React. Right.
And everybody asked me about uh, two songs that are not being released. The one was Medieval.
Okay.
So everybody asked about this. Oh, what was this track? It's so cool. Can I buy it? And the other one is a song called Gothic Cool. It's
Okay.
the disco, so Daddy Cool disco
Very
song.
cool. Yeah, like the Bonnie
Yeah,
M,
yeah,
I guess.
and everybody asked about it because it's such a fun song. And on the
Hmm.
song, we smashed some big beach balls in the audience, and
Oh, okay. I seen those. I saw a couple
that
of videos like
yeah,
that.
that's one of the song of the album which is not
Oh,
released.
oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so uh, right now I'm discussing about going on tour with a big band
Okay.
next year because a big band asked me if
Hmm.
I would go on tour with them on Europe tour.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think I will do it, not sure, because it's 5 weeks long each
Okay.
day, and
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's really a lot.
A lot of
And
work. Yeah. You're still
I have
undecided.
I have to run the label on tour on the road. Also,
Mm,
that I'm still thinking about it. But
okay.
if it happens, then I will be on tour, like one entire month in Europe,
Hmm.
and um, I have a few festival requests right now that I still didn't answer because I don't know if I go on tour or not.
Right.
So that's the plan for after the album right now. And of
Okay.
course, writing the next album.
Hmm.
And right now, I'm working on featurings with other Dark Tunes bands.
Okay.
But those featuring will come out after the album. You know.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
following this guy, Rafa. I've been following him on Instagram, since I got in touch with him, just to see what is he up to, and I will keep doing that. It's it's my new imaginary friend, I guess we can call him. Yeah, for me, for you guys who are watching this video right now, go to check them out. Go to I guess Bandcamp is one of those places they could go. Bandcamp, and all his music is available. Even some merchandise. I think he has some cool T-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that you can buy. You can go to YouTube and watch all those crazy videos, and now you're gonna spend a lot of hours watching those videos. You know,
I did many videos.
yeah.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of things you can take a look at. Those albums. I've been listening to Moonstars. Uh, the last, I think that's the one I listened last, and
the last album. That's the
I
last
gotta
album.
go to
Yeah,
the check Redneck Industrial because I listened to a couple songs of that album, and I gotta go back.
yeah,
It's gonna take me a while before, but some of them, when I go and loan my grass, it's good to put that kind of music. You do it faster,
yeah,
It makes you,
yeah. Yeah.
gives you energy to do the work. So
You should I tell you how I came up with the concept of this album? Because
yeah,
Redneck Industrial is like country meets industrial music. So old US country.
yeah,
And I was at my tattoo artist. He was doing my arm here,
huh?
and there were a country track on the radio during the tattoo. And he told me, is there some country industrial already? And I said, let me think about it, but I never heard that in my life.
Me neither.
And and I said, okay, I will try to do it. If it's good, I do an album.
Yeah.
And I did the first track, and I was like, hey, that's so cool. That's the
All
concept
right.
of the next album.
All right. So next time if you ever come to Texas or some Alabama, then you can play the whole album over there for those,
Definitively,
right?
definitively, yeah.
So, like I said, check them out. Medieval. It's a great video, also Medieval.
Yeah,
So
it's a
much
great
stuff.
video
Yeah.
shot in Argentina. The
Really?
video, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. That's cool. So, whenever if you ever come to the United States, give me a call. I could carry some of your shit you bring.
No, no, no. If I come to the USA for a show, you are invited. You don't have to carry anything. I do it myself. It's
You
cool.
know yourself.
I do
It's
it myself. Yeah.
okay. Well, just in
We
case if
we we have no roadie when we are doing show. We are
hmm,
still a bit young. It's still
yeah,
okay
you're
for us to
still in good
carry all the
shape.
shit.
You're still in good shape. How long does it take you to
Yeah,
set up your gear on stage, more or less, like half an
we are
hour?
super. Yeah, like 20 minutes because um, as told, we did a lot of festivals, and at some festival you have 20 minutes to be ready to go. So,
Hmm.
and that's why we built our gear. Just you put it, you open it, you plug it, we are ready to play. So what take a bit longer is to do the makeup.
Yeah, how long does
So
it take you to do the makeup? It's really cool.
so no, because we did so many shows this
Yeah.
year. I, I need 20 minutes. I don't want to hurry. I chill 20
Hmm.
minutes. But if we had a makeup artist in our crew, it would be pretty quick, I think. But yeah, I do it myself, 20 minutes.
Hmm.
And yeah.
So, are you gonna keep the red? Everything looks red on your on stage. Are you keeping up with that kind of look?
For, for the moment, yes.
Yeah.
When I started, guys, we were neon green. That
Okay,
was the Extize
okay,
color.
I
That
seen
was
that. I
always
remember.
the Extize color from the beginning because back in the time when we started, nobody used the neon green color, and it
Hmm.
was like the color for the cyber goth a bit.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
and that's why we did everything like that. But now, I green doesn't fit well to me. It never fitted well to me because my face is a bit red, also from nature, And
Right.
and I said, okay, I want to switch the color now. Let's go red.
Looks cool. Looks cool. All right, so I'm gonna keep checking these guys out, and I'll suggest that all my viewers go and check them out. If you don't like them, let me know. Okay, don't let him know because that's not worth it. Just
Let me know too. I
yeah.
love constructive critics. Really, for me, I have a bit of philosophy. Everybody is your teacher. You
Mm,
know, that's a bit my philosophy. That means if you write constructive critic,
mm.
it means a lot to me, and I
Okay.
take care of it. You know.
Okay. So when your album comes out, DeLorean 666, I'll take a good listen and I'll let you know how I feel about it.
Yeah,
Right?
definitively.
So thank you very much, Rafa. I really appreciate your time, especially right now. Well, it's the night is young, I guess, for you. It's still young.
it's 2 in the morning now in Germany. Yeah, no, I will do sport because I try to do sport every day,
Hmm.
and then 1 hour at the office, and then I'm done for today.
You're done for today.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's Saturday. Actually, I should not do anything on Saturday, but
yeah,
I have to do something.
yeah. I used to do a lot when I was young. I would go out at night. Come back early at like 7, 8, 9 in the morning, and all the
Mm.
old ladies going to church. At that time. So all the young guys were going home, and the ladies were coming out going to church. I remember that when I was not anymore, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
I
know.
live. So my neighbor is a church. I live directly next to a church. So I get when generally I fell asleep at 8 in the morning. That's when I fell asleep, and that
You
when the
hear
bell is
the
ringing,
bells.
8 in the morning, bell ringing. So I know, okay, I can sleep now.
But you don't go in, right? Did you go
I
in?
don't going.
You
No,
don't
no,
go in.
no.
No, no. It's that
I went enough in
you went
church
enough.
when
You
I
had
was
enough. You had
a
enough.
kid.
You
It
had enough
just
of them. You had enough. You already know what
too
goes on.
much.
You don't need to go back and listen to the same thing over and over. You know how it
No.
is. So thank you so much, Rafa. I really enjoyed talking to you, and hopefully I can talk to some other members, of those great bands they have on that
Just
label.
write me,
Yeah.
just ask me, and I connect you with everybody.
Yeah, of course. I think I really enjoy that. I thank you so much. Have a great, rest of the year. Well, there's not much left, but keep doing what you're doing. I mean, for me, it's beautiful just listening to what's
Yeah.
coming up, and your project keeps going, and you know, could be for like 10, 20, 30 years. How much stuff?
Let's see where the journey goes,
Yeah.
but where we are going, we don't need roads.
Thank you so much, Rafa. See you next week,
Thank
guys.
you for
But
yeah.
nothing better than this. If you want to watch the next interview, it's okay. But this is just you can watch this one over and over. It's not gonna get any better. All right. See you next week. Take care.
Yes,